the legacy of Glow has just really left a major impact on professional wrestling and especially with women's wrestling. Um, you've mentioned, you keep in touch with the indie stuff. Do you watch the current product, the mainstream WWE, AEW? What's your thoughts on that?
Fact, I do. I watch all of them, and I actually um, get to go. So last year I went to Impact's pay-per-view filming, and I got to stay and watch for 3 days because I did the same convention with them in Vegas, and so we were on TV, and being able to watch firsthand, it's exciting, and and I do wow. I'm usually at Wow's filmings, a good amount. Used to be at the beginning almost every night. Now it's a little bit harder. I've got lots going on and stuff. But I just went last month. I think it was last month to their filming. They have a new location in Glendale, a new studio that they're using. So that was really nice and upgraded and everything. But yeah, it's something I wasn't into wrestling prior to Glow, other than collegiate wrestling. So, like, my buddies were wrestlers in high school. Although I still knew who Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and Jake the Snake and Ravishing Rick Rude, and I knew that. I
Hmm.
just wasn't a big wrestling fan. And then
Yeah.
after Glow, or during Glow, then I got more active in being interested in the guys and what's going on in WWF and all that. And then after I left Glow, I kind of just separated. And in hindsight, we're so dumb. Like, we thought, why didn't I go back? Like, okay, I got hurt, and they told me if I had planned to have a family, they suggested I not go back to wrestling. So I listened to
Mm.
the doctors. They wanted to operate like immediately. So I never answered your question about injuries. So I had all these different things: dislocated shoulder, wrist, fingers, but the bad one was my back. So
Yeah.
working on faulty equipment. It wasn't a wrestling ring, it was a boxing ring with no pad, no spring, no nothing. And I ended up messing up my back, and I had two bulge discs at the time. Now I have three. I have three bulge discs. I have 24/7 sciatica down my left side. And I just got diagnosed in 2022, December 2022, with cervical disc and stenosis in my spine. And they wanted to do surgery then. And I told them no. I said I avoided the surgery back in the 90s for my lower back. I said I still don't want it, even though the technology is so advanced. Um, I said, if you're telling me I'm going to be paralyzed, okay, let's talk. But until then, I got a second opinion, and that neurosurgeon said, I don't see that it's an urgent need to have surgery. He said, but your back you've been dealing with, and I'm a roller coaster nut. So even with my bad back, I've still been doing roller coasters. When I saw the neurosurgeon for the cervical disc problems, he said, you got to stop. He said, no more. He said, all you need to do is go on that Indiana Jones at Disneyland and get your, one, like a whiplash the wrong way. He said, and you could be, where you're injuring something so bad, you may need and have to have surgery. So I said, okay, doc. I said, no more roller coasters. Promise. You don't have to say any more. And so all my roller coaster enthusiasts, Dan and David, they're really good fans, my friends, they're twin brothers. And I told them, you guys, no more roller coasters. And so I'll have to live vicariously through you, because I just loved roller coasters and those kinds of, rides and stuff. And so that was like the big injury, was my back. And then now they did diagnose me with the neck injury and disc problems in my cervical, and then the stenosis in my back. So that's what really ended it for me. And I should have gone back. Like, but back then we didn't know. It's not like today. I could have been one of the girls doing interviews backstage, right? Or in front of the camera, or I could have been a commentator, or I could have been doing ring announcing. I mean, so I've done a little bit of both. So I've had some promoters have asked me to do commentating. So I've done that. They've asked me to do ring announcing. I've done that. So I managed. So I do. So the first thing I did was manage, and that was with Otto von Clutch. who's now in Vegas, and he's a surfer dude from Huntington Beach, and it kind of just the whole vibe of the Royal Hawaiian and the beach and the surfer dude, and so it's really cool. And I come in, so this is still today. I come in with the pineapple, I crush the pineapple, and so either his opponent, if the opponent has a manager, the referee sometimes gets it. And then, of course, the fans get pineapple spit at them. We did CAC in August, and I was managing him and Maverick, and they're called the profilers. And the manager for the opponents, he got pineapple so bad, like
Oh.
it was so bad. He floor, and I was stomping him and spitting pineapple. And basically, after he got done, I just saw him because we just did a show together. Said, "Oh, by the way, I should be sending you a cleaning bill because it cost me $25 to get the pineapple smell out of his jogging suit,
Oh.
like what he wore as the manager, right?" And I thought, "Oh my gosh!" So it's been really fun. We did do one show where one of the girls that was in the show, she was fighting for her title, and she was allergic to pineapple, and we just did our match, and there was pineapple everywhere. In
Oh
the ring,
no.
on the apron, on the floor, up and down the ramp where you come in. Oh my God, it was everywhere. And then they said she's allergic to pineapple. They had to take a intermission for over a half an hour, and they had to mop down and clean everything.
Yeah.
So now
Not
when I
good.
pineapple gimmick, we in the pre-show meeting, I ask, is there anybody allergic to pineapple? Because if they are, then they got to put our match after the other person's match
Yes.
problems. So the whole pineapple thing has just been an ongoing, it's my emoji.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Either the pineapple or the flower. And so real distinctive. Everybody, the little kids call me anti-pineapple, or the girl. Fans in New Orleans call me the pineapple lady. They call me the pineapple queen. So everything is, associated with what I'm known for is crushing pineapples. And so, it could have been something I could have done. Like I did a little bit of everything.